Afternoon, Stefanus Johannes Fourie, the second suspect charged with malicious damage to property, has been granted bail in the Senekal Magistrate's Court today. The case, you well know, stems from the first appearance of two suspects accused of killing 21-year-old farm manager Brendan Horner. Earlier, violence broke out when a group of people demanded the suspects be released to them. Shots at the time were fired in the courthouse. A police vehicle was torched. Pinar, the first suspect accused of attempted murder and malicious damage to property, was earlier granted bail in the Free State High Court sitting in Bloemfontein. Let's begin our bulletin with Aviwe Mtila, our reporter in Senekal. Aviwe, good afternoon to you. A whole lot quieter, I imagine, than the end of last week. What transpired in court today?
Much calmer day in court today. In fact, a fairly quiet procession and a quick procession for Stefanus Fourie, who stands accused number 2 in this matter, stands accused for arson, malicious damage to property and attempted murder. He was apprehended on Friday and appeared today here at the Senekal Magistrate Court. The state did not oppose his bail, therefore he was granted bail of 15,000 rand. You remember, he's charged for the riots that we saw on the 6th of October. But I had a word with Advocate Gibbs, who represented Fourie today, basically telling me that on that day Fourie came here. He owns a towing service. He's a businessman, 33-year-old, who owns a towing company. So when that and was lying on his side, he was in fact in here, according to Advocate Gibbs, to come and tow away that vehicle. It was then torched. I'm not sure in his presence. He's not sure even whether it was torched while he was here. But he says he was merely called, in fact, just to come and tow away the vehicle, and saying that his client, Stefanus Fourie, is not guilty in this matter. He is set to appear on the 20th of November alongside accused number 1 in this matter.
We know that this entire episode has been incendiary in nature. Did you manage to speak to him today, or perhaps give us an indication of how many supporters were in court, if at all?
Well, the family came out in fair numbers. About 6 or so family members were here today, as well as his wife was here and present. But the person that we had conversation with was Advocate Gibbs. He also took to the stand. He didn't provide an affidavit, but the magistrate asking him to take to the stand to present why he should be released in the interest of justice. You remember that this is a Schedule 5 offence where he's supposed to present the case as to why he's supposed to be released on bail. But we heard there that he has 2 previous convictions, one dating back some 8 years ago for speeding. The second conviction was some 10 years ago, where he was convicted for malicious damage to property. The magistrate, though, giving him bail on this instance, saying that it is in the interest of justice, seeing that the state also is not opposing his release on bail.
All right, Aviwe Mtila in Senekal in the Eastern Free State. Thank you very much indeed.